Year 9s, I'm going to show you how to design the desktop lantern following our instructions that we have here in OneNote, okay? So at this stage, you guys should have your mood board complete. We are going to use a website called makercase.com to create the structure or the frame for our lantern. I have a procedure underneath, as you can see, and you'll need Adobe Illustrator to design your shapes that you're going to cut out of your lantern. The marking key is sitting here for your info. So this is the procedure. You need to go to makercase.com and put in all of these details here. It's very, very important that you are very accurate in how you input these details, okay? Now what I'm going to do is go online here, get our makercase.com, and put in all those details. Now my friends, you are going to be really nice to me and you're actually going to tweak the details that I have in OneNote. I might update this in a moment. So you can see here the width, height and depth is 100, 200, 100. Please do us all a favor and take 5 millimeters away from all of these measurements. 95, 195 and 95. That just means that we'll be able to fit more material onto our, more lanterns onto our material in the laser cutter, okay? So 95, 195 and 95. So here I go. Click millimeters, do not click inches. 95, 105, 195, sorry, and 95. These are the outside dimensions. We're using 3 millimeter plywood. There we go. Open or close box. We want it to be closed. We want finger joints. It's very important that you pull out this slider over here, all the way up. Well, somewhere around here. And that's what we're after. You want large finger joints so it doesn't take us like days to cut all of this stuff on the laser cutter if you've got super small joints. Now, the last thing I need to do here, excuse the door slamming, the last thing I need to do here is download these plans. So this is what we're going to get. Let's see. Download a DXF. Okay. From recollection, I think both file types will work. I'll try DXF. Now that's in my download. So what I need to do now is go into Adobe Illustrator, open up a new file. It's extremely important that you choose millimeters. It has to be millimeters. So new file type, and I choose a document that is set in millimeters. So over here on points, you got to change this to millimeters. I hope I've said millimeters enough times today. And we will go A3 and create. Hopefully A3 is big enough. It's not a big deal. Now, file, place, and downloads. Where's it gone to? It's hiding in here somewhere. Let me have a look. So in your downloads, it will show up as box. B-O-X. Here we go. Now, I lied to you guys. I lied. So apologies about that. I remembered that it was actually SVG is the right file type. So if you followed all that steps, please forgive me. It is SVG. So it's the left-hand green box. Has to be SVG to import. So many file types. Next up, we go File, Place. SVG. Happy days. Check it out. We're good to go. Now, what you will notice here is that the white background gives us a little bit of contrast, which is nice to work with. So what I would suggest is you can go into your artboards, and I clicked A3. It's not exactly big enough. So in my artboards over here, where are they? Just there. I can click on the artboard and I can make it the width 1000 by 1000, and I get a nice page to work on. Okie dokie. Now, everything I have here in red is hard to see. So I can select everything there, and I can change the stroke. Let's see. Well, I have to just select. This is a funny one. It's actually all grouped. So I right click on here and go ungroup. And let's see. See how we got top, bottom, all that kind of thing? You don't really need these words in here, so we can keep on grouping. Sometimes you have to go ungroup a few times. There we go. And once I ungroup, I can delete those guys. And I'm going to show you a little hack. You only need one side. Let's see, from recollection. There's a few different ways you can approach this. A real easy way to do it is have every side exactly the same. Because time is a little bit tight, you could do that if you think you don't want to spend extra time at home working on this. Or you can have 4 separate sides like we have here. So what I was going to say is you could delete, hold shift, all 3 sides there, delete a top. And you could actually just modify one side, and then we could copy paste it 3 more times, and we've got our 4 sides. Our top and bottom can be the same as well. However, I'm going to show you the full, complete way to do the whole thing. I cannot see this red here. It's super annoying, so I'm going to click on the stroke, and I'm going to go over here and click on, you can see here, click on default. There we go. And I want to make sure I got no fill. So that's what we're after. And now we're good to go. Okay, you now have a lantern that is going to be successful. Okay, well, you have a box. It's not much of a lantern. It's a lantern that will shine no light whatsoever because you've no holes cut in it to, you have no holes cut for the light to shine out. A super simple approach is grab the old star. I'll show you a trick as well. If you click on here and go out to the side, you can open up the full toolbar. I'll try that again. Click here, go over to the edge. It opens the full toolbar. I can select the star and create a bit of a silent night effect. And you can have stars all over the place, different angles, do whatever you like. And we almost have a lantern. Now, I could do 4 different sides, or if I wanted to be sneaky, I could delete. Notice that every side, the structure of each side is exactly the same. So what I could do is I could select all of this, copy, paste, line it all up side by side, and you could have 4 of these side by side as a lantern. Okay? As an idea. Now, some people will want to draw more complex shapes. To draw complex shapes, you will have an idea about using the pen tool. However, I'm just going to give you an overview on how to use the pen tool again. So click on the pen. This is the key. Click once. Click twice. And when you click the second time, you got to hold down the mouse button. Then we drag. I'm creating a little bit of a leaf here. There we go. Click on the last point you have just drawn. Click on the top, drag out, and now we have a leaf. I'm going to jazz up this leaf by using a rectangle to create kind of the veins in the leaf. Actually, that won't work. I won't be able to do the veins here because if I want to cut that out... By the way, guys, you can cut or you can etch. Okay? Just like our coasters, you can cut or you can etch. So if we wanted to, we could etch the outside of the leaf and we could cut out these little holes here, but we won't get a whole lot of light. So what I did there is I selected the two objects, Command C, Command Shift V, and then I used the arrow keys to move down those rectangles. Nathan? Oh, the Wi-Fi is gone. Let's see. So you guys can't access OneNote right now? Oh, I see my Wi-Fi is down as well. Let's have a quick check. Now, guys, what's the first thing we should do, especially you guys as Gen Zs? I think you guys are Gen Zs, are you? Gen Zs. You guys, what's the first thing you should probably do if the Wi-Fi drops out? Panic. Panic. That's the first thing you should probably do. Panic, scream, shout, and figure out, like, wonder is it the end of the world? No Wi-Fi. What's that? Do I sound like a boomer right now? Hi, boomer. I'm not a boomer, by the way. I'm like behind the boomers. I think I'm Gen X. I think I'm Gen X. Anyways. Oh, okay. Now, can I give you guys some suggestions? In life, we can do one of two things. We can panic if the Wi-Fi drops down. That's a fair reason to panic. Or, what you can do is you can keep your head and the Wi-Fi drops out. So let's brainstorm. Imagine the Wi-Fi is still out. What could we do while we're waiting?
You can get you can start a riot. You can start a raid.
What I was hoping you guys would say is you could draw your shapes in Adobe Illustrator and you don't even need Wi-Fi to do that. Okay? You download an SVG file. SVG. Wi-Fi's back up, so we don't need to have a riot. Okay, no riots today, guys. Now, Year 9s. What I would suggest, in the time frame that we have, we're going to make super basic lantern. The last thing you need to know is that you need to be able to thread. Check it out. You need a wire to be able to go into your lantern. The easy way to do that is, in the side of your lantern, what you'll do is make a small little ellipse, just like this. Here we go, down in the bottom corner. And you can thread your cable through that little ellipse there. Check it out. You can get your cable in here and you'll get a really nice effect. It's about that size. That's the size you need. Okay? So that's basically it. Some of you guys will get super creative. And no doubt, you will try and do something like I have here. Okay, this is a bit trickier. This was done by year 10. But actually this is my one, but year 10 did a similar approach, which is making a little, you actually have to raise the floor of your lantern. Okay? It's a bit tricky, but if you put your thinking cap on, put a bit of thought into it, put a bit of love into it, you will be able to raise the floor and put little legs like I have here. All this is a little arm that I put at the bottom. Okay?
It's easy.
Jack's going to do it. It's easy. Jack's going to show us how it's done. Alright. You have to do it now, Jack, because you said it's easy. I'm going to stop the video there, guys, unless we've got a good question. It is a good question. It's Nathan. Okay, I'll stop the video there and then I'll come around and help you guys.